Okay, my name is John, and I'm originally from Trinidad. 1988, my family and we moved here. It's just my dad's decision, more opportunity. It was kind of a culture shock. You know, I was a young, shy kid growing up, you know, but I do remember my times in Trinidad were awesome, were beautiful. You know, spend time with I came from a family with a mom and a dad. I had 2 younger siblings. I was the oldest of 3. Moved here, and I'll never, it's like ingrained in my brain. You know, we went outside to play, and I had, you know, with other kids, and, you know, I spoke with an accent, you know, so right away and they put me on the spot, like, what language are you speaking? And yeah, so at an early, you know, at that time, I kind of knew you know, I felt different. In the beginning, it was party, drugs. Yeah. You know, when my addiction was, well, at the time, you know, I think I had an addiction, I was young, in high school. And it was really more ecstasy, acid, weed, alcohol. But when I got, you know, obviously progressively it gets worse, and painkillers was really my drug of choice, because at that time when I was partying, it was just weekends. When I was like full-fledged into addiction, it was heroin, Oxycontin, cocaine, you know, and at the end, crack and fentanyl. I wasn't the cool kid. You know, I had a group of friends in my neighborhood that we were kind of like the nobodies, and, you know, it would get us out of our normal self, you know, because when you really look at it, we don't like ourselves. You know, when my dad got sick, you know, I wasn't the person that I should have been. My sister kind of took over, and yeah, I was just obsolete for my family, doing what I was doing. From 21 to 24, I caught a charge. That's when I'm like, just Oxycontin and crack. You know, I was a wreck. You know, I even remember the first, you know, when I got arrested, I was in a parking lot of an Albertsons, and there happened to be an undercover in the parking lot. It was, you know, at 9 at night, I was going to a friend's, and I stopped because I had to get paraphernalia. You know, I'm in there and it's dark, it's late, and the lighter's going off, and the cop can obviously see, and then so I get pulled over, and it was, you know, I get to the light, and I'm looking behind me, and I'm jacked up, and I'll never forget the cop. You know, when I pull over, he just looked at me, and he's just like, man. I mean, I just looked the part, you know what I mean? My hair was probably crazy, I was all disheveled, and he kind of felt bad, you know. He's seen my state. Seen it was my first, you know, offense ever. You gotta dive head first. You gotta be all in. It's all or nothing. And I was given maybe 25%, 50% at tops. I'm not saying I had lost it in a week or a month, but it took about 6 months to a year. The savings, the credit cards, the checking account, the vehicle. I lost it all, and then I was from 2020 to from 2020 till right before the end of I'd say the end of 2023. That was my rock bottom. Living on the street. It took me to places that, you know, and I came from a family, mom and dad, some structure. I know right from wrong, and it took me to places, and I've seen things that I thought I would, you know, that you see in movies, and I was like literally like in it. I think the disease was just telling me, like, you know, giving me reasons why not to go. But what good am I to anybody if I don't, you know, do this and commit 100%? Me as a person, I always, you know, you always want to be comfortable. I have to get uncomfortable, put myself in uncomfortable situations. And so it's like when my brain tells me, you know, you shouldn't do that, most likely it's something that I shouldn't do, because you want to resort right back to your old ways. That's the disease. It wants to keep you isolated. It wants to keep you, you know, from bettering yourself, from growing, from learning. And I live day by day. I mean, I'm working a job, I have a sponsor. I have people in my phone that I have friends, people that not only do my family, I love my family, but these are people that I love. And I can say I love you. I can hug him. I see him, I hug him. I tell him I love you. You know, like, there's no ego. You know, I'm not trying to be the cool guy. I'm just trying to find myself, because I really still don't know who really I am. And I'm still trying to find that, figure that out. You know, that's what this whole journey is about. And once you take the drugs out, you know, I have to work on myself. It's me. I'm honest. I'm accountable. I'm responsible. All the things that, you know, that you get back when you work this program, it teaches you these things. And, you know, I'm truly, you know, grateful and that I made the decision to come to Foundations. The people that I have in my life right now are, you know, they're just amazing. I mean, I know, you know, we're not perfect. No one's perfect. It's, you know, they say progress, not perfection. You know, I live day at a time. And I'm truly blessed.